The Reidsville Chamber of Commerce pregame show will start in 2 minutes. Tonight's playoff coverage of Morehead and Shelby will start in 1 minute and 30 seconds. The Reidsville Chamber of Commerce pregame show will start in 1 minute. The Reidsville Chamber of Commerce pregame show will begin in 30 seconds as we get you ready for Morehead and Shelby and round one of the NCHSAA 2A West playoffs. The pride of Morehead stands tall tonight as the Panthers return to the playoffs for the second time in the last 3 seasons. Facing one of the toughest schedules in the 2A division this season has only sharpened the claws of this tight-knit group who continue to battle through adversity. Tonight, from Shelby, North Carolina, the Panthers take the field against the number 2 Shelby Golden Lions without one of their brothers of the gridiron. For the Morehead Panthers, everything will be left on the field for their teammate who can't be there tonight, because tonight is for truth. Tonight is for number 4. It's the Morehead Panthers and the Shelby Golden Lions right here, right now on the RoCo Radio Game of the Week Playoff Edition. Tonight's coverage of the RoCo Radio Game of the Week in the first round of the playoffs is brought to you by 2 Rivers Plaza. Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is 2 Rivers Plaza at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today at 2 Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. Tonight's game is brought to you by Kooler Ice. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that's ready when you are? Kooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan at 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart, or visit our local Kooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reidsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Penrose Car Wash in Reidsville at 1509 South Scale Street, or 2 Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Kooler Ice, great tasting, fresh ice, available 24/7 at all 4 locations. 16 pounds or 32 pounds, plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons at Kooler Ice. Fresh and ready when you are. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by Ancora Compassionate Care, formerly known as Hospice of Rockingham County. Their name changed last November, but they're the same community-based, mission-focused hospice and palliative care provider the community has known since 1987, providing specialized care for those coping with serious illness. Ancora's mission is to be a supportive presence for life's journey. Win greater comfort and rapid response matter most. Make sure it's Ancora Compassionate Care. They'll always be there because they've always been here. To learn more about how Ancora can support you, visit AncoraCC.org. Just as they are a supportive presence for life's journey, Ancora Compassionate Care is proud to support our local football teams in their playoff journeys. Tonight's game is brought to you by Rockingham Update, the community source for local programming, government meeting coverage, community events, promotion and broadcast, sports and local nonprofit news, and so much more. Providing digital community news on all platforms since 2007, RockinghamUpdate.com aims to serve Rockingham County with the dependable information and coverage it deserves. For local programming, visit RockinghamUpdate.tv, your #1 IPTV station in Rockingham County. For a full list of programming and to watch live, visit RockinghamUpdate.tv. We now head inside the press box at Shelby High School. Get you ready for round 1 of the 2A West playoffs. It's number 31 Morehead and number 2 Shelby on the RoCo Radio Game of the Week. We do this for true. We do this for number 4. It's round 1 of the high school football playoffs on RoCo Radio. In the 2A West is number 31 Morehead at 2-8 takes on the 8-2 Shelby Golden Lions, the number 2 seed in the 2A West. Joe Dexter and David Woods. Fist Pound Brother playoff football is here, and we've got one for you tonight. That a lot of emotion in this game, a lot on the line.
Yes, we do. We're going to do this for Troop tonight. We're going to do this for him. I'm going to tell you what, I have got a glass slipper. It's going to be a Cinderella story. Morehead is going to shock the world. Let's go.
Let's talk about Trooper Wright, and it's unfortunate what happened. Our thoughts with his family and with him, but tonight in spirit, his team is here for him. Let's talk a little bit about the kid himself. Just a great kid overall, great spirits with what has happened and transpired, how he's overcome that already. Our community stands behind him, and there's several other different fundraisers, situational things that we can help with the Wright family, including in the pinned comments in our broadcast tonight is where you can find the shirt with the logo here on our screen as well, the Panthers Trooper Wright shirt. You can find the pinned comment for that to help. All proceeds go toward that. Santana's in Eden on Monday is doing – wow, are you ready for some tacos?
Oh, you know I'm going to stop by Santana's. We doing everything for Troop, man. He's God's kid. I mean, he's going to do wonderful things when he gets out of the hospital. I mean, it is just amazing just to watch the uplift of him and what he's doing right now. And, you know, even in the hospital bed, he's doing big things. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. And like I said, I'm going to say it one more time. You ready for Morehead to shock the world?
I'm ready. Let's do this thing. Looking down on the field, Morehead will be in their white uniforms with black numbering and red trim, the white helmets, and as I look down, you see the neck roll of Brock Blizzard. He is wearing Trooper's number tonight, number 4. It's good to see that, and glad to see the support from his teammates and the community throughout this week. It's been a tough week, but, we get to go to the football field here tonight, and this is where we'll see what we'd love to see from this Morehead team, how they fight. They continue to fight this season. One of the toughest schedules in the 2A all season long. You look at the strength of schedule, every single opponent but 2 on their schedule this year made the playoffs.
Oh, yes. I mean, so we were there for the West Oaks Hurricane game. I mean, that was a tough battle. I mean, they battled the whole time up until the tornado warning, and we had to stop the whole thing. But I mean, you know, you beat Andrews, who's in the playoffs. I mean, they've played close games. I mean, you played close against Cummings. You played close against Rockingham. I mean, they've had a couple of blowouts here and there, but I mean, they're there. They just got to put some points on the board. They've got to find ways to move the football. And you know, I know Coach Martin. He wants to run the football. That's what he wants. That's his bread and butter. And it might be the night tonight. We're going to see. I mean, from what I've seen, you know, out of Shelby's, you know, defensive line, the interior might be just a little weak right there. So maybe we can have a shot. We'll see.
You got your big spoon?
Oh, I do.
You got your cereal?
Oh, I do.
Feed 9.
Let's go. That's what I keep
DeQuay
saying.
Matthews,
Feed him.
We love DeQuay, one
Yes.
of the many players we love on the Morehead roster, but just a senior leader and a guy that's just tough as nails.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking to upset and shock the world here, it starts with number 9, I believe.
It starts with number 9, and it starts with Braxton Carter. You're going to have the Thunder, and you're going to have the Lightning.
Heavy doses.
That's heavy doses. I mean, these two need to touch the ball together probably about 30 to 40 times. I mean, they only get, and Braxton, he only gets better as the game goes on. So, I mean, we're going to see hopefully some fundamentally sound football tonight out of Morehead. We're going to do it for Troop. And like I said again, we're going to shock the state of North Carolina tonight. Let's go.
It's the RoCo Radio Game of the Week pregame show brought to you by the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce and Reidsville Visitors Center at 140 South Scale Street in downtown Reidsville. The Chamber has served as an advocate of the local community since 1914 and always aims for the betterment of Team Reidsville. And the Reidsville Visitor Center is the place to find information, brochures, maps, visitor guides, and information on what the great city of Reidsville and surrounding area has to offer. At the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center, our goal is to help you grow your business and connect you and your business to the people, resources, and businesses that make our area the best place to call home. We love our town. We love our community. To learn more about community events, information, and how the Chamber can support your business, visit reidsvillechamber.org or call 336-349-8481. Now, we're not going to kid David. This is a good Shelby squad led by Land Farmer at quarterback. What do you see in this offense, and what do they present as a challenge?
So with watching the game, I go through and I scout and I watch games and kind of really break things down. So I watched the game against Olympic. So what they like to do is, their quick hitches. I mean, this offense is based off timing and also clearing out. So let me give you an example. So they'll run a play in pistol. They'll run 4-receiver set. They'll have 2 receivers at the slot, and they'll run little out routes, but they're taking their outside receivers and running deep routes. So what that does is that clears out, and that puts a receiver against a linebacker. And that can really mess things up too. So, I mean, they get the ball out quick. They do what they need to do. They have some shifty and speedy receivers and possession receivers. So we're going to see. We're going to see what happens tonight.
It's Shelby and Morehead, round 1 of the 2A West playoffs on the RoCo Radio Game of the Week, brought to you by our sponsors, 2 Rivers Plaza, Kooler Ice, and Ancora Compassionate Care, and our pregame sponsor, the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center. Well, let's take a look at that 2A West bracket. It starts on top with the number 1 seed Reidsville Rams at 10-0, taking on RS Central tonight. 10-0 for the Rams, 4-6 for RS Central. Any thoughts on that matchup?
Oh, well, I mean, I haven't seen too much. I mean, I really think Reidsville really dominates that game in the first round. This is when they really turn up. Their defense has kind of been, hit or miss as far as what the interior run game goes, as far as the defensive line. But I think, when Reidsville hits playoff time, it's time to go. I mean, they're all gas, no brakes. So I think they take care of business tonight, and I think Reidsville will get past RS Central.
One question on the board is who will be running the football for the Rams. We'll follow that with our friends Jay Ramey and Jonathan Hatley, who have the call from Community Stadium. That game is in progress. The winner of that game will take on the winner of number 16 North Surrey at 7-3 versus number 17 East Rutherford at 6-3. The number 2 seed in the bracket is right here in Shelby with Shelby and Morehead. The number 3 seed in the 2A West, East Monroe at 9-0. They take on Mid-State 2A foe T.W. Andrews. Do you like my Dr. Seuss there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, man.
You look at what that matchup, that's going to be a good tail sign of talking to folks here in Shelby. If they can win this one, they feel like they're going to match up eventually with Monroe, with that winner getting a chance to take on Reidsville. So that'll be a key game led by Jordan Young in Monroe, the Redhawks, the number 3 seed. Number 4 seed is Randleman at 8-2. They take on East Gaston at 4-6. The number 5 seed is Salisbury, 9-1 in the season, taking on the 28th seed. That is West Davidson. And the number 6 seed is East Surrey at 8-2, taking on our friends Tater Time Southwestern Randolph, who is 6-4. The 7th seed goes to Mount Pleasant, 8-2 on the year. West Lincoln, 6-4 on the season, is who they'll face in the first round. West Stokes, that number 11 seed at 8-2. They'll take on 5-5 North Forsyth. That's a matchup, David, of an 8-point ball game in the regular season.
Yes, it is. I'm going to tell you what, though. Just those 4 teams right there, you got Southwestern Randolph against East Surrey. That's going to be a good ball game. I mean, Southwestern Randolph, we've been down there one time. We saw them at McMichael. I mean, they have a absolute great run game. And there could be a matchup between the old ball coach from West Stokes. Coach Lohman. You could have them facing off against East Surrey, his old team. I mean, that might be a little clash right there. What do you think?
I believe that was a 2-point ball game in the regular season when they met early in the year, so that could be a very good matchup. Our friends in Walkertown are the number 12 seed in the bracket. They'll take on at 8-2 Surrey Central, who is 6-4, the 21 seed, and Forest Hills, who's the 13 seed, 7-3. They'll take on 7-3 Lexington in the first round. This is what I want to know.
Okay.
Walkertown and West Stokes. We're firm believers in them, right? Like, they can advance in this bracket.
Absolutely. I think they can advance pretty good. I really think so. I think they'll get past North Forsyth tonight. That's West Stokes. Walkertown is Surrey Central. I think they could get past them in the first round, too. I think they could. What do you think?
I do, too. I really think that Walkertown in the semis could take on Reidsville.
The thing about Walkertown, though, is they go when Santana Garcia goes.
Yep.
If he's having a good game, just like he had against Reidsville, I mean, they didn't come out with the win, but he played good. And when they play good and he distributes the football, that gets the running game going, and that gets their 2 athletes going at the same time. And Kelly and who was the other one? Curry. Right? Yep. And then that gets them 2 going. They're pretty shifty. They're pretty fast. I mean, their offensive line looks pretty good. But West Stokes' offensive line, they play 5 guys together, fundamentally sound. They are strong, and that's what it takes to win playoff football. It takes a good offensive line because you run up against these solid teams like a Shelby, like a Reidsville. I mean, it's going to be fun to watch. I love playoff football. Traveling, oh, my goodness. First time here at Shelby. It's beautiful.
We didn't get lost either because you drove.
Well.
We made it here
and we made it on time.
It's the RoCo Radio Game of the Week as we bring you the 2A West playoffs. We are in Shelby as the Golden Lions take on your Morehead Panthers in round number 1. Well, you talked about a little bit in some of these other games, the matchup of offensive line versus defensive line. How key is that tonight, and what are some of the adjustments Morehead can make with some of their guys up front to get better matchups in the run game?
Oh, man. So, we looked at we had texted back and forth about it. We talked about on the way up here, too. I mean, Shelby's defensive line, it's pretty solid as far as the defensive ends go. But once you get into the defensive tackles, that's where we can kind of get the big gains. Coach Martin, he loves to run on the inside. I mean, so what he'll do, he'll take his T's, which is the wing T offense, and he'll run counter out of those. But he likes to run in the interior, which I think could work out really good. If it's me, I'm taking Big Quadir, I'm putting him on the inside as a guard, and I'm going to let him blow that thing up and let us pick up 5 or 6 yards all night long. What do you think?
Yeah, that's the name of the game.
That's the name of the game.
Ain't that the beauty of playoff football, though? Yeah. You can control a game doing that.
But you got to do, we talk about Shelby, though. I mean, they are absolutely athletic. I mean, all across the board. I mean, you might as well put them, close, neck and neck with Reidsville. I would. You're going to have to do some different things. I mean, you really are. You're going to have to throw the football some. We're going to see, 3 different quarterbacks tonight in Milner, Townsend, and Fields, I'm pretty sure. Fields is your big guy that can come in a Wildcat and really, try to pick up some yards in the ground and pound game. We'll see what happens, man. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm hoping for a good game. And like I said, we're going to do this for Trooper.
It's Morehead and Shelby. The captains are on the field for the Golden Lions. Let's take a look at the captains for the home squad. Number 55, Nydreen Wood. Number 59, Justin Ross. Number 4, Nick Norris, one of the leaders on defense at linebacker, the senior. And number 6, Jaden Anderson, the defensive back and senior. And Morehead's captains making their way to the far side now, led by Brock Blizzard. It looks like it'll be the group of seniors out there.
They're bringing them all.
DeQuay Matthews out there, Brock Blizzard, Quadir Rogers, Dominique Hairston, Octavius Terry out there.
Oh, man, that's an awesome sight to see right there.
Hunter Cochran as well as Jack Campbell. Quadir Rogers, Brock Blizzard will head out in the number 4 in honor of his teammate Trooper Wright, and Dominique Hairston out there to the middle of the field, as well as the captains for the Panthers.
I'll tell you what, partner, every one of those guys except for Fields, I've had a chance to be a part of, and I actually had a chance to coach one year. And when I filmed the next year, had a chance to, talk to them constantly on a daily basis. All of them are great kids. They're going to go do big things once they get out of Morehead.
We await the coin toss as we get you ready for kickoff here in round 1. Just about 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from the opening kick here inside the Lions Den in Shelby. Let's go to the comments. We have Alexis listening in. Alexis, thanks for listening in. If 9 and 12 can get it together, they will be great. Great point. Go Brock, says Teresa in the comments. This is for true. 4-4. Both teams meet and shake hands at the middle of the field.
Alexis, I couldn't agree with you more, especially on Townsend. I really think he's going to be the guy tonight that can really start at quarterback. And, he's got a good arm that's pretty accurate. But, we just got to do some different things here because we're playing against a good football team. And, Teresa, how you doing? Glad you're listening in.
The Panthers in their white uniforms with black numbering and red trim. Black pants tonight, the white helmets with the MHS in red. The Shelby Golden Lions take the field from the far side here at home with the NC flag and the Shelby Golden Lion flag as well as the American flag. They're in all black tonight with white numbering and the traditional golden helmets.
Oh, look at this.
As they'll do the dog pile or the lion pile before the game here on the near side. A tradition here at Shelby High School with 120 playoff wins. That's the most in high school football in North Carolina since 72. 40 appearances, 120, and 28 record. 16 playoff appearances for your Morehead Panthers as they take the far side with the sledgehammer, led by Brock Blizzard in that number 4 jersey and Hunter Cochran. "12 minutes on the clock. First quarter is underway here in Shelby."
All right, partner, you ready to clock in?
Let's clock in. Let's do some work.
Let's go to work.
Before we get to kickoff, I want to remind you to support Trooper Wright. You can grab a shirt, and the pinned comment allows you to get right to that link for one of those shirts, fundraising 100% of the proceeds. We'll remind you throughout the broadcast of the GoFundMe account that you can help out with, as well as some of the great community endeavors. Isn't it great? Our community's the best.
Oh, absolutely, man. Any kind of, things that we go through on a daily basis, some tragedies that, we don't want to have but sometimes occur. Eden, North Carolina, Rockingham County as a whole is always there to take care of their people all the time.
The Panthers break the huddle. They'll head to the 40-yard line, and this kick will go right to left. Back to return for the Golden Lions is Tate and Thompson. Tristan Tate, the starting running back, and Myjay Thompson, the starting receiver for the Golden Lions. As Pacheco sets to kick for your Panthers. He'll tee it up from the 40-yard line. Middle of the field, it's an onside kick. Far side, it's into the hands of the Golden Lions. Back to the 30, the 20, the 10. Nowhere is there a Panther, and that's a score right away for the Golden Lions on the onside attempt. The score going to number 20. That's Lorenzo Roseboro, the receiver on the onside return for a touchdown.
I mean, you got to give it to Morehead. They were aggressive. That's what
Yep.
you need to come out and do. I mean, it did not work out that way. It's a touchdown within 7 seconds of the football game. I mean, that's just bad break right there.
So here comes Lopez to kick the extra point. Collins to hold for Shelby. 6-0 lead, 11:53 to play here in this first quarter. The beautiful thing, though, about football is it's more than just one play. The Panthers will have a chance to bounce back after this extra point. Here comes the hold from Collins. Good snap, end over end. Extra point is good for Lopez. 7-0 lead Shelby. 11:53 to play here in the first quarter. Just underway. The onside kick returned for a touchdown for number 20, Lorenzo Roseborough.
I tell you what, Shelby is beautiful. I love it. I just want to hear the crowd.
I know. We're boxed in.
We're so
no way
boxed
to get the
in,
crowd
and
noise.
there's no way to get it because we can't open the windows. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful facility. It
I mean,
really is.
you already have to hear my voice. You don't want to hear it bounce back. I get it. I understand.
No, that's not what I
understand.
meant. That's
Putty.
not
I
what I
understand.
meant.
I know.
Hey, we talk all the time. We're like brothers from another mother. That's what we do. We just love the game of football.
So the Golden Lions will kick it to the Panthers, who will return right to left after the score on the onside kick return. 7-0 lead for Shelby here early in the first.
Okay, so this is what I would like to see. So you got DeQuay back there now. If they kick it to him, he is a threat to take it back to the house.
We saw that kick return against Rockingham County in week number 2. He stands just in front of the goal line. As we await the kick from Lopez, end over end near side, near Peterson, it'll bounce out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
But that'll be a flag, so it should go, what, to the 25 or 30?
You're asking me to do math this early?
Well, I mean, look, I'm not no good at math.
How about this? How about we split the difference at the 28?
All right, let's do that. All right. We'll call it even. Looks like they're going to re-kick.
Yep, looks like they will re-kick here. 7-0 lead for Shelby, 11:52 to play in the first quarter. Number 2, Shelby versus number 31, Morehead.
So I think he might be able to touch the football this time. I mean, you know, they're going to be starting back a little bit further now with the re-kick. Maybe DeQuay might get it this time around, I hope.
DeQuay will move from the goal line to past the 10-yard line near the 15 as Lopez places the ball on the tee, middle of the field at the 35-yard line. The kick will go left to right, the return right to left. Matthews stands near the far side hash, and here it comes from Lopez. It'll go that way. To the middle of the field, Matthews with the return off his hands, picks it up at the 10, 15-yard line to the 20, spins through several tackles. It's going to be at the 25-yard line. A flag is down.
So it could be either be a holding or block in the back.
Allfield with the stop on the return. It's going to be a face mask on Shelby, so that's going to place the ball up the field for the Panthers.
So it'll get them spotted at the 30. That's good field position right there. So, and we got Townsend coming in starting at quarterback, which is good, and we got DeQuay
Matthews in the backfield.
This is what we want right here.
Blizzard also in the backfield as well, I believe. 2 receivers set for the Panthers. A wingman on the far side. Handed off. Matthews lowers his shoulder near the line of scrimmage. Far side, just past the 30-yard line. It'll be just short of a gain. It's going to be back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
So what we're going to see out of Shelby's defense tonight. So being that Morehead is mainly a run team, they run a 4-3 base. But what they're going to do is they're going to slide a linebacker down. So it's going to be 5 down linemen, 4 down linemen plus the linebacker. So we're going to see a lot of that tonight. And we might not really see maybe one safety. They might play a cover 0. We'll see what happens.
Campbell on the far side at receiver. Near side is Cochran. In the backfield, it's Townsend at quarterback. Alongside him is Blizzard. Matthews lined up as a wingman near side. A wingman on the far side gets the football. That's Hairston, and he's hit hard behind the line of scrimmage. Ball is on the ground. Morehead recovers, or is it Shelby?
They haven't caught it yet.
It's going to be Morehead football, third down and 15. So a loss of about 5 on the fumble. Place the ball on the far side hash, 3rd and 15 from the 25. If you're just joining us, 10:45 to play in the first quarter. 7-0 lead for Shelby.
Michael, we are actually boxed in a room. I mean, it's nice now, don't get me wrong, but we have no crowd
access
effect,
to the outside. Fields in at quarterback for the Panthers, far side tailback. Looking to roll as Fields. He'll throw. It's complete. On third down, he'll be short of the first down, but gets past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of about 7. Pass complete to Octavius Terry. It's going to be 4th down and about 5.
All right, partner. So we're at the 35-yard line. Do we see a fake? Do we keep being aggressive? Or do you think they punt it off?
I think you got to give the option maybe to the punt man. See if he can.
That's Braxton Carter.
He's signed back to punt. He'll get it at the 22-yard line. It's going to be a punt end over end to the 30-yard line. Fair catch for Ramsier at the 30-yard line. It'll be actually at the 32.
Sounds like we're recording a podcast. All right, so one play I do want to watch, partner. So this offense, too, likes to do a lot of clearing out, and we talked about that as well. So there's one play that they run. It's trips left. That's 3 receivers to the left. 3 receivers could be to the right, and they run what they call NASCAR. So I'll tell you a little bit more after this play. We'll see what happens.
Farmer in, takes a snap. From the pistol, wide open. Tate, the running back, makes the completion, holds on to the football.
Oh, no.
Now, that's going to hurt the tackle man, but that pass is going to go all the way up to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, so what
There's that clearance play you're talking about.
Yep. They like to clear things out. And what they'll do, so that if they do a trips, they'll take the slot receiver and he'll run from one side of the hash mark to the other hash mark just to clear out who he can. Then they'll take the second receiver, and what they'll do is he'll run an out and then an up. So with that hitch, with the outside hitch bringing in, that is going to discombobulate and confuse the defense. That's one thing that Morehead has to watch. They have to be eye disciplined. Don't watch the football. Take care of the player first.
So 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line as we await the injury. The Golden Lions led by Land Farmer, 6'3", 230 junior, over 2,000 passing yards heading into this ball game.
I'm going to tell you what, partner, too. Within the past 2 years, we got to see him last year at Reidsville as well. We got to see him last week in Reidsville as well. And in the 2 years, he's a 3-sport athlete, football, baseball, basketball. And in the 2 years, he's had 69 touchdowns passing and 5,400 yards throwing the football. That is amazing.
So 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line as we await the injury on the field. We didn't quite see who it was who's down, but it is a Morehead player on the far side. 9:39 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 lead for Shelby with the football. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Two Rivers Plaza, Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses. Is Two Rivers Plaza at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today. Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services.
Well, partner, what you think about that Golden Corral we ate earlier? Let's talk about that a little bit. What do you think?
Well, I go on the diet. I lose 20 pounds. So I'm walking in there. But you can't go into Golden Corral and be like, I'm going to get some salad and some
and
peaches.
That's the first thing you said to me. You was like, don't be mad if I eat salad.
So I go in there. I'm like, I got to go low carb at least.
Okay.
So I pile up the meats.
Yep.
You know how that goes.
I've seen that.
We got the fried fish.
Yep.
A Salisbury steak that looked like something died and put some gravy on it. But that's okay. It tasted good.
Yeah.
Then you go for the second. You can't go to Golden Corral and just get one plate. So go for the second plate. Second plate had Chinese chicken on it, Bourbon Street chicken. Mm-hmm. Not bad.
I mean, I had some good grilled chicken. You can't go wrong with Golden Corral's macaroni and cheese. Oh, my goodness. I got like 2 loads of that.
This is a first. I've never gone to Golden Corral and gotten Diet Coke. I had to watch the calories somehow.
How did you think a Diet Coke was going to help out in the whole situation?
Mike in the comments, chicken wing snack, running joke. No, I didn't have any chicken wings. I didn't see any, but if I would have taken them later for a snack.
All right, here we go.
So out of the injury timeout, it's 1st and 10 and a flag in the backfield for Shelby. False start on the Shelby offense, so it'll be 1st down and 15.
All right, so as I mentioned before, Shelby is pretty much a timed offense. What I mean by that, they throw hitches, they throw slants, they throw out routes. So, you have to time those throws. So what you're going to have to do if you're Morehead, get up on them, press them, and you're going to have to jam those receivers to take that timing away.
Harrison lines up here near side on Collins, just about 2 or 3 yards off the line of scrimmage on 1st and 15 from the 43. Farmer motions his man from the far side, and another flag in the backfield. I think that's going to be another false start.
That's another one. Hey, this is what we want.
So it'll be 1st and 20 from the 48.
So I don't know when they're going with the jet sweep, what is it, number 19 maybe? I think he's jumped twice.
Yep, in the slot.
Yeah. So here's that 3 receiver set we need to take care of and watch out for right here.
3 receivers near side, single receiver far side. Farmer in the pocket, plenty of time. Now flushed out of there. Goes near side hash, throws on the run over Matthews, incomplete. Intended for number 19, Tyler Morgan, here on the near sideline. Good coverage by Matthews. Good job in the pocket.
So one thing about Farmer is he's looking to throw first, run second. But what he can do is he can get away, and give extra time to get some of his receivers open. He's a big guy. He really is. He's got a strong arm, but he can get away from defensive tackles. He's hard to bring down.
Good job by Jalen Lowe Wright to get the pressure in the backfield on that play. And then 3rd down.
Big Quadir Rogers wrecking havoc right there. Maybe a 1-yard gain by Shelby.
So it'll be 3rd down and 20. Ball at the 38, 8:45 to play here in the first quarter. Shelby leads it 7-0 with the football. 3 receivers near side, single receiver far side. Farmer in the gun, high snap, reels it in. Deep pass, wide open, complete to the 20-yard line. Ripped down at the 10 on the reception for Khalil Foster. He's a burner, 5'9" senior, had a 47-yard touchdown last week against Burns to end the year.
Yeah, so he's got 12 catches, 214 yards. He's averaging 23.8 yards a catch. That's amazing.
Mike in the comments, clearly the crowd noise is causing issues for the home team. 1st and 10 from that 11-yard line after the big completion and another flag, another false start.
I tell you what, Michael, I wish we could hear the crowd noise, but Joe said we need to kind of drill a hole in the window and see what happens.
The Golden Lions, led by Coach Wilbanks in his 6-year, 61-16 overall record, a 34-2 conference record with 2 state championships in 2019 and 2021. Here's the handoff on the draw to Tate. Bounces off defenders, 5-yard line, flag in the backfield. That one's coming back.
Yep, that should be a holding partner right there. So probably we're looking at, 1st and 25? Is that what they called? I didn't see it. It was something on Shelby.
I'm not sure if they signaled it yet.
I don't think he did. Utter silence.
1st and 25, I'm going to guess it's a holding call.
There it is. He just called it.
So 1st and 25 from the 11-yard line back to the 26-yard line for Shelby. 8:04 to play here in the first quarter. They lead it 7-0. What are you looking for from the Panthers defense here?
Like I said, too, I want to jam these receivers. I mean, I want to knock the timing off, but they're playing back.
4-receiver set. Tate stays in at running back to help block for Farmer. Get some time. Now Quadier's back there. There's some pressure. He's still flushed out of there. Is Farmer back to the middle of the field. Throws it deep.
My
complete.
Goodness.
Touchdown. Middle of the field. Khalil Foster, 26 yards.
Well,
got to give credit there to Farmer. He was chased all over the place by Quadier Rogers, and the Morehead defense got back to a comfortable spot in the pocket and fires a missile to the middle of the field
there
for
was
the touchdown.
4 guys that could have got him down right there, and he just, his elusiveness, I mean, his vision to stay, he's keeping his eyes upfield. That's what you want in a quarterback. He kept his eyes upfield, kept moving around, and found the wide open receiver for the easy touchdown.
Collins set to hold for Shelby on the extra point. Lopez set to kick. Good snap, good hold, end over end, spins through. 14-0 lead for the Golden Lions against your Panthers here in the first quarter. 7:50 on the clock. Tonight's game is brought to you by Kooler Ice. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that's ready when you are? Kooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan at 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart. And visit our local Kooler Ice dispenser at Schules Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reidsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Penrose Car Wash in Reidsville at 1509 South Scale Street or 2 Rivers Plaza in Eden, located at 307 West Meadow Row. Get Kooler Ice, great tasting, fresh ice, available 24/7 at all 4 locations, 16 pounds or 32 pounds, plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons at Kooler Ice, fresh and ready when you are. Rams are ready and set to return. The kick will be from the 40-yard line of Lopez, left to right. Back to return is DeQuay Matthews in the middle of the field at the 15.
So my thing is, too, what you ought to do, even if, you got to be aggressive in this game because you're playing a good football team. Why don't you take and switch Matthews to the how they directional kick it? Let's see what he does.
And over end, directional far side to the 10-yard line. Hands in the air for Matthews. Returns at the 6-yard line. Works his way back upfield after having to retreat for the football. He'll get to the 10-yard line, maybe the 12 on the far side hash on the return. It'll be to the 15, 1st and 10 for your Panthers, down 14-0 here in the first quarter. Round 1 of the NCHSAA 2A West playoffs.
Partner, if I'm Morehead right here, I mean, let's get back to the bread and butter. Let's get back to the run game. Let's get Braxton Carter involved this time. Let's see what he can do. Let's put up a 7-minute, 40-second drive. Let's take this whole first quarter out. Let's score a touchdown.
I like it. I like that call. We're going to have a timeout here from Morehead before the drive starts from the 14-yard line with 7:40 to play here in the first quarter. 14-0 lead for Shelby. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by our friends at Ancora Compassionate Care, formerly known as Hospice of Rockingham County. Their name changed late last November, but they're the same community-based, mission-focused hospice and palliative care provider the community has known since 1987, providing specialized care for those coping with serious illness. Ancora's mission is to be a supportive presence for life's journey. When greater comfort and rapid response matter most, make sure it's Ancora Compassionate Care. They'll always be there because they've always been here. To learn more about how Ancora can support you, visit AncoraCC.org. Just as they are a supportive presence for life's journey, Ancora Compassionate Care is proud to support our local football teams in their playoff journeys. 1st and 10, a flag upfield as the ball is on the ground. Carter recovers it. We'll see what the flag is on the defensive side.
We got a guy down, too. I'm not sure. I couldn't see the number. Looks like a lineman. Does that look like 79?
That's what I thought, too.
That's what I thought, yeah. can't really get a look. Personal foul. Ooh. It's like personal foul chop block.
Kobus Sadie is who we believe is down with the injury. 7:31 to play here in the first. 14-0 lead for Shelby. Over Morehead. Khalil Foster with a big reception to the 20-yard line, and then a pass to him for a touchdown. The second score for Shelby here midway through the first quarter. The first score came on the first play of the game, an onside kick return and touchdown for the Shelby Golden Lions, number 20, Lorenzo Roseboro. Morehead Panthers with the football moving right to left after this injury timeout. 7:31 to play here in the first quarter. Looks like Coach Wilbanks is coaching up his Golden Lions defense. The offense has struggled with penalties here tonight. Several false starts.
Don said, "Get your Coke Zero. It tastes much better than a Diet Coke." So far, Don, it's 14-0 Shelby. Morehead went aggressive. They tried for the onside kick. Shelby actually returned it for a touchdown, which is, haven't seen that in a good while since, Carolina and App State? It's been the last time I've seen something like that. Melita in the comments, Reidsville was up 30-8. Melita, who's the running back for them tonight? Are they using a variety of running backs or sticking with one?
The injured player was Rolando Alcantar, the sophomore, but he seems to be fine, heading his way to the sidelines as the Panthers take the offense back to the field. From the 7-yard line, their own 7 moving right to left. Townsend in at quarterback. It's a counter play, stop near the goal line, rip it all the way back, darn near into the end zone on the stop for the Shelby defense. That interior right there got to the football on the counter play. It'll be second down and about 21.
So let's see if they go back to a partner. I mean, right there was one-on-one coverage. You've seen Hunter Cochran going up against the cornerback right there, and they were playing cover zero, and they were bringing the whole house. So if they would have thrown, look, he's playing off. Let's see if we can't get him the football right there. Look, there's nobody else.
Cochran at receiver here near side.
Get the ball.
It's another counter to the near side, this time for Carter. Carter spins, ripped down by the jersey, past the 10-yard line, flag on the play. My partner knows the signals. He's got the script. It's a face mask.
Face mask. And then we got another guy down.
Cochran
that is
is
Cochran.
At the goal line. Beautiful design play, though.
That's what you needed. Like, right there, that would – if Braxton could have broke that one, I mean, with the face mask, that's going to give him plenty more yards. If he had one more block on that, he would have went probably to the house or at least close to it. And that might be a little stinger right there with Hunter Cochran.
He's up to his knees.
Those things don't feel good. He looks like the ribs.
14-0 Shelby leads, 6:34 to play in the first quarter. Glad to have you along, the RoCo Radio Game of the Week. If you're looking for Reidsville and RS Central, you can find that on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. Jonathan Hatley, Jay Ramey with the call.
All right, looks like he's okay.
So Cochran back up, makes his way to the huddle on the far side. And he'll head to the sideline.
The ball was spotted at the Panthers' 27-yard line. They'll have it first and 10.
So now I want to see how they line up again, how this formation goes. I mean, if you look at it, it's just about the same thing. I mean, their safety is looking to look at him. Look how he's coming up.
Yep.
That's one-on-one right there.
After the penalty, 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line with 6:15 to play in the first. Townsend rolls out, middle of the field, intercepted. At the 40-yard line to the far sideline to the end zone for the Golden Lions. The interception by number 4, Nick Norris, one of the leaders on defense. 20-0.
So Townsend right there, he had Braxton Carter. If he would have just threw it up just a little bit more, hair more, he had him, and he could have went to the house. Just a little bit underthrown right there.
Collins set to hold. Lopez set to kick the extra point for the Golden Lions. With 6:08 to play here in the first. Here's a snap. It goes past the holder's hands. Collins back to pick it up at the 20-yard line. At the near side hash, brought down by the Panthers special teams. Dominic Hairston in on the stop, and several others, including Peterson. And low right with the stop on the extra point failure. 20-0, Shelby. 6:08 to play here in the first quarter.
6:08 remaining in the first quarter. The score stands Shelby 20, Morehead 0.
So we've seen we've seen the Shelby offense. What have your thoughts overall on the offense? They've been a bit sloppy, but they've been able to get it done with the turnovers and the return. Really, the offense hasn't gotten going yet.
Like I said, the offense really hasn't gotten going yet. I mean, they've got several false start penalties, and that was kind of like off the jet sweep, and then the slot receiver just kind of jumped a little bit as soon as he tried to, I guess, maneuver around. Like I said, this offense is really built off timing routes and built off, clearing out guys, and they really haven't had to do much of anything. Nope. I mean, Morehead, like I said, went aggressive on the onside kick. They returned the kick for a touchdown. Now it's an interception for a touchdown. I mean, other than maybe a couple big, you had the big passing touchdown by Farmer, which was a really good one. But other than that, I mean, they really haven't got going yet to really see a whole lot.
Lopez sent the kick from the 40, left to right. 20-0 lead for Shelby as Morehead sets to return.
Yeah, so Keisha, it's 20-0 right now.
End over end, far side for Matthews. Make it near side for Matthews. Works his way to the 15, middle of the field. Lowers the shoulder for a couple. Back near the 20-yard line for DeQuay Matthews on the return. 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Here comes the Panthers offense.
So Alexis, you said Elijah Townsend is your son. I actually coached Caleb Townsend a couple of years ago when Maurice Terrain was he was the head coach. I was actually the quarterback's coach. I was coaching Jaden, Michael Hall, and then you had Brenton Barnes too? Mm-hmm. No, I had oh my goodness. Who was the brothers? How am I forgetting this?
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Low snap brought in by Townsend. Hands it off to Carter. Stiff arm. Gets a couple. It'll be a gain of 2 on first down to the far side. Clock rolls inside 5 minutes and 50 seconds. A 20-0 lead for the Golden Lions here in round 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you probably met me one way or another. Probably in passing somehow.
Will actually be a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. Peterson for the far side at receiver. Near side is Cochran. Heavy offensive line for the Panthers. 2 in the backfield. It's Townsend. And the tailback Carter behind him. Here's the snap. Handed off Carter. Looks room off tackle near side. Lowers that shoulder for a good gain. It's going to make it a 3rd down and 5. A gain of 4 to the 25-yard line as the Panthers move right to left.
So it seems like that stretch play,
they're using it to success.
It seems like it's been working out pretty good so far. So let's kind of go back to it again and see what happens. I mean, you're looking at a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 from the 25-yard line. 4:45 to play in the first. The offense breaks from the huddle. Townsend stands at the 20-yard line, takes the snap. Handed off. It's Matthews back to the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go near side. It'll be 4th down and 4.
Oh, yeah. What's up, man? Yeah, we're big time in the talk page. We do a lot more reading than we do commenting, but we love it.
So 4th and 4 for the Panthers from the 25-yard line as they set to punt. Carter will take the snap, stands at the 15, beautiful end over end to the 40. That's going to be returned by Ramser and tripped up by Cochran at the 45-yard line. So that's where the Golden Lion offense will start, moving left to right. Land Farmer with 1 touchdown so far in this one. A completion to one of his speedy receivers, number 1, Khalil Foster, right up the middle of the field, made a beautiful play. Used his legs, was flushed out of the pocket, got back from the far side to throw a strike to his receiver. 2 other touchdowns, 1 in an onside return to start the game and an interception return for the Golden Lions.
I tell you what, when we come down here, one thing I wanted to see out of Shelby, I wanted to see if they had that big-time receiver that can knock the the defense back. I mean, throw it over the top. I mean, they had Zay Bridges last year that we really got to watch. He was he was a shifty guy, very fast. He had almost, 1,900 yards receiving, 20 touchdowns just about. Was that
just
what
about,
it was? Yeah. He was very good.
3 receivers far side, single receiver near side. Looping snap. Farmer takes, stands at the 50. Steps up, throws, complete, near side.
He was out.
Will they call it out of bounds?
They didn't call it yet. That was a good pass. That was a very good pass right there.
It will be incomplete, intended for Foster. Foster seems to be filling that role. And then they've got size. And you look at Tyler Morgan at 6'4" in the slot to clear, with the screens.
I mean, one thing about Shelby, too, is, they got multiple receivers. From last year, everybody was, he was on Bridges. They were on Bridges. They were watching him all the time because he was that guy. Now they got multiple guys to work with. I mean, this is a different Shelby team. And, Lane Farmer, he's got another year up under his belt. I mean, we got to see him last year. We got to call the Reidsville and Shelby game last year. So we'll see.
Well, this drive started with a face mask penalty on Morehead after the kick. It pushed the ball all the way up to the 40. We'll have another false start for the Shelby offense. Push it back, 2nd down and 15. From the 45-yard line, just past midfield, left to right. Farmer takes a snap, handed off to Tate, looks middle, now to the near side with a sliding juke move to the 20-yard line and steps out of bounds. That's that speed from the scat back. Tristan Tate, he's not just a weapon in the run game, but in the pass game at 5'7". Man, he reminds me of Darren Sproles when you watch him out there.
Oh, man, yeah, that's a perfect combination right there. I just wish I had the shiftiness right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what would I do if I tried to shift like that? Turn ACL?
Or 2. To the 20-yard line for the Golden Lions offense. 1st and 10. 3:28 to play in the first. 20-0 lead for Shelby. Farmer all the time to throw. Complete in the slot far side, just off the hash. To the middle of the field, past the 10, near the 5-yard line. That's complete to Maijay Thompson, the sophomore.
All right, so, partner, there was that play. There was that exact play that I was talking about that you need to watch out for. So the slot receiver, he just runs from one hash to the other side of the field. He's just taking people away. You had the guy run an out route and then back up, and then you had the outside guy run a hitch. That was easy pitch and catch right there. And what really helps, too, is the running back. He runs kind of like, just a little out route right there. And
Wildcat for Shelby. Tate takes. Shoestring tackle attempt by the Panthers' defense.
He's a half yard.
Tate's going to go out of bounds just near the pylon near side. Chased out of bounds by DeQuay Matthews. Looks like they'll go back to that Wildcat look as Tate takes the direct snap. With Nick Norris as a wingback here near side. 2 wingbacks for the Shelby offense. Big up front. Tate takes, gets blocks on the left side, but a flag stops the play before it starts on 2nd down and goal from the 2.
I'll tell you
what. It's going to be another false start on Shelby's offense.
That's at least 6 or 7 false starts right there.
So second down will be from the 7-yard line. First quarter, 2:49 to play. A 20-0 lead for Shelby. Another direct snap to Tate. Far side. Collapsed there by the defense of Morehead. Good stop. Brock Blizzard in there.
So what they're doing right there, partner, is they're running kind of like it's a wildcat, but it's a counter. They're taking the 2 up back guys, and what they're doing, they're pulling both, trying to get him to the outside.
That gain is going to be just 2. Third down and 5. Make it 3rd and goal. Farmer in the gun. Tate alongside him to the left side. 2 receivers far side, 2 receivers near side. Handed off. Tate will plow through. Gets past Brock Blizzard for the score. 26-0. 2:05 to play here in the first quarter. The extra point unit will head to the field with a 26-point lead here in the first. Collins stands at the 10. Snap. Good hold. Extra point from Lopez is through. 27-0 lead for Shelby. 2:05 to play here in the first quarter on the RoCo Radio Game of the Week, round 1 of the 2A West playoffs. Tonight's game brought to you by Rockingham Update, the community source for local programming, government meeting coverage, community events, promotion and broadcast, sports, local nonprofit news, and so much more. Providing digital community news on all platforms since 2007, RockinghamUpdate.com aims to serve Rockingham County with the dependable information and coverage it deserves for local programming. Visit RockinghamUpdate.tv, your #1 IPTV station in Rockingham County. And for a full list of programming and to watch live, visit RockinghamUpdate.tv. So Lopez stands at the 40-yard line, tees up the football, middle of the field. With 2:05 to play in the first quarter, DeQuay Matthews back to return for the Panthers on the near side hash. Peterson in front of him. He stands at the 25-yard line. Far side is Octavius Terry. Lopez stands just in front of the 30-yard line as he rushes up to the football at the 40. End over end, middle of the field at the 5, bounces. Far side hash in the hands of Matthews. Looks to the sideline with some room past the 20-yard line. He'll get near the 25, and that's where the Panthers offense gets things going with 1:59 here to play in the first quarter. 27-0 lead for Shelby.
Partner, it's already 27-0. So what they're going to have to do, you got to open it up. You got to throw the football. It's just simple as that. You're down 27-0. It's just no way around it. This is playoff football. You've got to open it up. Just see what you can do. That's all you can do right now.
Ball placed at the far side hash at the 23-yard line. Cochran lined up at receiver near side. A single receiver far side. Bunched up on the offensive line just to the right of Townsend. He fakes the handoff. It's a keeper for the quarterback. Quadir Rogers with a nice block in front. It's going to be a gain of maybe 1 on the rush. Make it a gain of 2 to the 25. Second down and 8. Place the ball now on the near side hash. Play clock starts to run. Inside 25 seconds.
So you look on the outside right there. Shelby right now, they're getting ready to play a cover 0. With they're looking at one high safety right now.
Single receiver near side, single receiver far side. Carter in the backfield. They try the counter run to the far side. Brought back down at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 2. Third down and 10.
That's what Shelby's pretty much lining up, blitzing, and looking for the run. They're going to have to maybe throw a screen pass. Try to see if you can get something going that way. You've got to open it up a little bit.
Bottom line is you got to open up the field.
You've got to.
3rd and 10 from the 23-yard line. 27-0 lead for Shelby. Morehead offense to the line of scrimmage, right to left. Townsend in the gun. A single back alongside him to the far side. 2 receivers set, 2 up backs. Ball is on the ground. Townsend's just going to have to jump on it. On the low snap. We'll make it 4th down and 16. Or make it 3rd and 16.
So if they punt the football right here, that's going to give Shelby really, really good field position with the end of the first quarter.
We head to the second, 27-0 Shelby over Morehead here in the first round of the RoCo Radio Game of the Week 2A West playoff coverage, brought to you by our wonderful sponsors. Glad to have you along here after one, a 27-0 lead for Shelby. Tonight's game brought to you by Two Rivers Plaza. Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza at 307 West Middle Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today. Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. All right, partner, I want to take the time right now to apologize.
Uh-oh.
You had to listen to me all the way here, talk and jab.
I don't mind
Now
it.
all you can hear in this box is me. You don't get the crowd noise, nothing with the glass in, no windows opening.
know.
So now you hear I'm going to talk on the way home.
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, you got to keep me awake. Look, dude, I've been up since, 4:30 this morning. I went to work my full-time job. We made the 3-hour trip down here. I'm probably going to be up at least until 1 o'clock in the morning. So, I mean, hey, keep running that mouth. No, man, look, we have some great conversations. Like I said, we going into our second year now, broadcasting together, and it's been fun all the way around.
So the Panthers set to punt, flip the field after the quarter. High snap, but brought in by Carter, I believe it is. End over end punt to the 50-yard line. Rams are with the return. Brought right down. Great play on special teams by number 24. That's Quentin McNabb on the stop right away.
So we're
11:50 here in the second quarter.
We got Wes in the comments. So we got Reidsville 45, Central 16 with a minute left and a half. So who?
How's the offense looking, Wes? How's the tailback situation looking?
Yeah, so we don't have Cobb. So who are they using as tailback?
Tate in alongside Farmer on 1st and 10 from the 48. Just in front of midfield, right to left for the Golden Lions. Motion man to the backfield. Quick flip on the screen. Tripping himself up is Thompson. Just couldn't get it going. He had open grass on the far side hash, but falls down at the 40. It's going to be a big loss on 1st down. Make it 2nd down and 20.
The ball is placed at the 40-yard line. Loss of 8 on the play. 2nd down.
Ooh, so we got 4 receivers set on the left-hand side right here. We got 1 receiver to the right.
5 receiver look for Farmer. The Golden Lions quarterback to the line of scrimmage. Brought down by the Panthers. Nowhere to go. McNabb in on the stop again. How about that Panthers defense? Will make it 3rd down and 19.
So it looked like that was intended to spread the defense out, and that was going to be looking like a quarterback draw right there. It just didn't open up the way it should have.
Third and 19 for the Golden Lions from the 39. They lead it 27-0. 10:30 to play here in the first half. Play clock inside 10 seconds now, and they're going to have to reset the play clock. The officials signal the reset, and now we're going to have a timeout. An official timeout from the far sideline. Now works his way back to the chain gang. Now reset the play clock to 25 seconds. Farmer takes the snap, stands at the 30. Far side hash, airs it out. Thompson, middle of the field, complete, and tripped up at the 20-yard line. Golden Lions move it up the field.
So, Evan, right now it's 27 Shelby, Morehead 0, and Shelby's driving again.
Three receivers near side, single receiver far side for the Golden Lions. Tate in the backfield alongside Farmer. Near side, quick screen. Thompson gets the blocks past the 20, past the 15. Near side, brought down by Braxton
And there's
Carter.
a flag.
Flag at the end of the play.
And I think that's going to be on number 1. That's going to be on Dominic Harrison. We'll see, though. It might go. They might offset it. Both number 1s were being a little bit scrappy right there. Which is the game of football. It's going to happen. Personal foul. Taunton. Defense. What else?
Here comes another.
I mean, what in the world?
3 different penalties.
All right, you're going for 4?
Go for the.
Good
They got
day.
the trifecta.
Yeah. So it looked like 2 penalties on Morehead and 1 on Shelby.
1 roughing the passer. And a dead ball personal foul. 27-0 lead for Shelby with the football. At the Morehead 19. 10:03 to play here in the second quarter.
And they're still trying to, they got the pad out. They're writing names down.
David Woods. I see him writing your name down there. Be careful.
No, don't get me started.
You know, when you call 3 different penalties, the hat flies off.
Uh-huh.
And now
All right, here we go.
a sideline warning.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense. Okay. Then we got personal foul, defense. Okay. Then we got personal foul. It's Taunton.
On the offense.
Offense and defense, both of them are negated.
So it moves the football inside the 5-yard line to the 3.
So did they ever get it figured out? Like, where are we going to start?
We're starting at the 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
First and 10, Shelby from the 3. Tate to the left side of his quarterback Farmer. 2 receivers near side, 2 receivers far side. Morgan in the slot far side. Collins off far to the sideline. And near side, it's Foster in the slot. Shotgun formation, the take, handoff to Tate. Quadir Rogers stops him right at the line of scrimmage. Might even be a loss of 1. Big Quadir Rogers for the Morehead Panthers with the stop. Second and goal from the 3.
One thing I've seen from Shelby, too, I mean, they might keep handing it off, but I've seen Lane Farmer, once they get inside the goal line, he'll quarterback sneak it as well.
Farmer
Here he goes.
Rolls far side, looks for the pylon, lowers his
There it
shoulder,
is.
bounces off a tackler, and scores. I believe that's rushing touchdown number 7 on the season.
That is.
For Farmer. Shelby 33, Morehead nothing. 9:20 to play in the first half. So here comes the extra point unit for Shelby. From the 10-yard line, Collins to hold, Lopez to kick. Clean snap, good hold. Extra point is through. 34-0 lead for the Golden Lions over the Panthers here on the second quarter. 9:20 to play from Shelby, North Carolina. That's in the second quarter. Glad to have you along. Joe Dexter, David Woods, RoCo Radio, where we've got you covered throughout the playoffs. Make sure you find out our broadcast coverage, where we'll be doing our pregame show from, what games we'll be covering at facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. Score update at the half. Reidsville leads RS Central in round one, 45-16 from Community Stadium.
Well, partner, I mean, what we're going to have to do now, if you're Morehead, I mean, you're down 34-0. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left. I mean, like I said, open it up.
Hairston back to return for the Panthers at the 15-yard line as Lopez sets to kick for the Golden Lions. The return will go left to right. Octavius Terry at the 25 stands in front of Harrison near side. Far side, it's Peterson as well at the 25. Here comes the kick from Lopez, end over end, far side. It will bounce back into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Panthers left to right with 9:20 to play in the second quarter. 34-0 lead for Shelby here in week one of the postseason. Here comes Townsend into the huddle for the Panthers.
It's like DeQuay Matthews is in there at running back. Let's see what we can do right here.
From the 20-yard line is where the Panther offense will start.
Ooh, looks like they're opening it up. There we go.
4 receivers set for the Panthers. Terry in the slot far side. 2 receivers near side, 2 receivers far side. Take the snap. Townsend will hand it off. Right there is the Shelby defense. The interior collapsing the run game. Back to the line of scrimmage. Make it a loss of 1. It'll be second down and 11.
I tell you what, I give it to Coach Martin, man. He sticks with that stuff. He don't stop for nothing. See, Alexis, they come out with a 4-receiver set right there. We thought they were going to open it up. I mean, that's spreading the defense out anyway. I mean, they've been stacking the box, and they're pretty much playing a cover 0 to stop the run. There, back again. Here we go.
4 receivers set. Cochran on the far side. Near side is Campbell at the sideline position. Throw it to the middle of the field. Covered by 3 is Matthews. Close coverage. No flags. Incomplete.
So they had Matthews they had him doubled up right there in the middle of the field. It looks like Braxton no, that's Hunter Cochran. They had him on the outside right there. He looked like he was open. Looked like on the outside right there.
Townsend will head to the sidelines. New quarterback in for the Panthers. DeQuay Matthews also checks in from the sidelines. 3rd down and 12 from the 18. We'll have Campbell lined up here near side, Cochran far side. It's Fields in at quarterback for the Panthers. It's a 4-receiver set. Take the snap. Fields look. Far side. Middle of the field. Incomplete. To the far side hash at the 40-yard line. Nobody there. 4th down and 12.
Yep, they're bringing the punt team out on again.
So 4th and 12 from their own 18. Morehead will punt. $34-0 lead for Shelby. 8:25 to play in the second quarter. Rams are back to return for the Golden Lions. Stands just in front of the 50-yard line. Line drive punt right back to the return man on 3 bounces. Goes back just in front of the 40. He'll step away from it. The Panthers special teams will stop the football just in front of the 40-yard line at the 42. Overall, the interior defense for the Panthers has done a good job of stopping that running game.
They have done a really good job. Shelby has just come out offensively. I mean, they've had a couple of big-time throws from Lane Farmer to the receivers. I mean, they picked up some deep passing yards, but they really haven't. I don't know. It's like, their false starts has kind of hurt them a whole lot. It's like 6 or 7 of those. They've kind of come out flat a little bit, kind of not in tuned, or the timing routes are just not there.
Handed off middle of the field for the tailback number 21. We don't have on our roster. It's going to be a gain of 5 on first down for the Golden Lions. Second down and 5 for Shelby. They lead it 34-0, 7:40 to play in the first half.
I mean, I think right here now Shelby's really going to take their time. I mean, there's really no use to rush anything.
Rams are in the slot, trips far side, single receiver near side. That's Williams. Farmer steps up in the pocket, and he's hit back there with a sack. DeQuay Matthews. We know Nine's going to leave it all on the field.
He's going to leave everything. There. I mean, that's what he needs to do. I mean, it's his last game. I mean, it's probably going to be his last game. Leave it all out there.
Makes it 3rd down and 8, a loss of 3 on the sack. Farmer did the right thing there, stepped into the pocket. It looked like he had a clean second, but it closed real quickly by Matthews. So 3rd and 8 it'll be from the 44. Snap, takes, Farmer stands in the pocket, throws, airs it out over the head of Ramser on the far side. Look for the quick hitch pass, and it'll be 4th down. 4th and 8.
So Morehead with a good defensive stop right there. Let's see. I don't see a returner. They're going for the all-out block.
So here comes Lopez into punt, averaging just over 36 per punt. His first punt of the night for Shelby.
Good call. Might as well do this.
Everybody up on the line for the Panthers. Here it comes. End over end. Bounces at the 30, inside the 25, inside the 20. It'll stop at the 19. So the Panthers offense takes over with 6:22 to play in the second quarter. 34-0. Shelby leads it. The Panthers will move left to right.
I tell you what, man, me and DeQuay, when I coached a couple years ago, I mean, we've always had conversations and talked a little bit here and there. Just a great all-around kid.
You want to talk about the definition of leave it all on the field? Every time he plays, whether it's special teams, defense, or offense, somebody's going to field DeQuay Matthews.
Absolutely.
Townsend back in at quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 19. Single back alongside him. Set to block. Looking to throw is Townsend. Middle of the field.
Oh, no.
Picked off.
Oh, flag.
A flag, though, on the play at the 20-yard line. Intercepted by the Shelby defense.
I'm going to say it's pass interference right here.
I think it is. The interception was for Key, who had an interception return for a touchdown last week against rival Burns, but I believe it's going to be called back.
Yep.
So after the penalty, 1st and 10 from the 19 for the Panthers.
Okay, so DeQuay Matthews, that's your son?
We see him. We see him on the
Yep.
field. We see him. One of our favorite athletes here in Rockham County, without a doubt. So 1st and 10 from the 19. Move it up after the penalty, to the 29. Blizzard in at tailback alongside Townsend. Near side is Campbell at receiver. 2 receivers set and a wingman for the Panthers. Take the snap. Quick throw. Make it a quick pitch to Carter. Tries to turn back to the middle of the field. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of about 5. On 1st and 10. Make it a loss of 3. Back to the 26. So it'll be 2nd down and 13.
I mean, if it's me right now, I'm going back to the 4 receiver set. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to start throwing the football. You've got some time to try to get a score right here.
Blizzard wearing that number 4 for Trooper right in at tailback. On the left side of Fields, it's a 2 receiver set. Wingman is Carter. Low snap. Fields loses it. It's recovered by Shelby at the 20. Just a low snap. Fields had no chance with it. It's off his fingertips, and it bounced towards the defense. So the Golden Lions return to the field offensively. They'll be in scoring position at the 20-yard line.
Maybe we can get a big stop right here, partner. What do you think?
I'd like to see an INT. Now to give credit to the DBs of Morehead. On the outside especially, they've shut down the outside passing game.
I tell you what, the interior defensive line has really played great tonight too as well.
.454 to play here in the second quarter. 34-0 lead for Shelby after the turnover. They've got the football. At the Morehead 21, they're moving right to left. Glad to have you along. The RoCo Radio Game of the Week. Hope you'll join us throughout the postseason as we'll have you covered. Thanks to our wonderful sponsors, Kooler Ice, 2 Rivers Plaza, Penrose Car Wash, our friends at Rockham Update, and Ancora Compassionate Care as well for their support. And for our pregame show, the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center. The call on the field has been reversed.
Do we got instant replay that I don't know
They
about?
must have it down there.
Whoa.
The PA just said the play is reversed. Morehead with the football. 2nd down and 18 from the 21. Carter in the backfield alongside Fields. Another low snap. The Fields brings it in, throws it deep, far side, incomplete.
Oh, that's a good try right there.
Intended for Peterson on the far side to the 45-yard line. It was a good adjustment by Fields. He had no chance really to throw the football.
That was a
low
good ball.
snap, and he threw a good ball off his back foot. So 3rd down and 18. Here comes Townsend back into the game. Fields checks out. With 4:45 to play here in the first half. 3rd down and 18. Campbell at receiver near side. Peterson far side. Matthews is in the backfield. To the far side of Townsend. Near side is Carter. Ball is low again. Townsend picks it up. He gets out of pressure. Somehow throws on the run. Complete to DeQuay Matthews. To the 40-yard line. Far side to the 50. A flag on the play. Bursting through is Matthews to the 20, to the 10, to the goal line. And score, but there is a flag
Let's see
on the
what
play.
it is. Oh, my goodness. That might be coming back, partner. I think it's the pass interference.
One at the 50-yard line, both on the far side of the field. Man, DeQuay with that burst of speed after making the catch. We wait the call on the play.
Yeah, if they didn't give him the touchdown, it's definitely coming back.
Holding is the call. You hate to see the flag is well past the development of the play.
Yeah, I didn't understand that really.
The catch was made at the 40-yard line. The flag wasn't thrown until DeQuay was past the 50.
What do we know? What do we know? We've seen it all year long. What do we know?
And we're not getting out there to officiate.
No.
But still, 1st and 10, it will be, though, from the 40-yard line.
Let's see if we can't do that one more time. So you've got DeQuay. He's playing one of the wings.
On the near side.
Quentin McNabb. He's on the outside. Let's see who we got.
I believe it's Campbell here near side. And Carter in the backfield behind Townsend. Teresa in the comments, run it back. I agree. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Take the snap low. Townsend. And a flag on the snap. And it's going to be a false start of the offense. So make it 1st and 15 from the 35-yard line. 4:33 to play here in the first half. 34-0 lead for Shelby. Morehead with the football. That play, though, by DeQuay defines the player he is. He can hit you, which he did. He can make the catch, which he did. And then he can burst past you. Snaps clean for Townsend. Rolls out near side. Quick throw to Carter at the 35-yard line. 40 near side. Brought down just in front of the 35-yard line. Good gain on 1st and 15. Past the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a gain of about 8.
Well, partner, you know what I've been saying all year long. When we've done Morehead games, what have I said? Tell me what I've said. Go ahead. Feed him.
Feed 9.
Feed 9. He's got to get at least 15 touches. I mean, you got Braxton Carter, Townsend. He's in the right position of where he needs to be.
McNabb at the far side receiver slot. Campbell near side. Matthews at the wingman position near side. Fake the handoff. Rolling out far side is Townsend. He's got Carter thrown incomplete, almost picked off on the far side hash by the Golden Lions defense. 3rd down and 7.
See, here's the thing. I don't mind when you a 2-quarterback system. But the one thing about it, though, is when you keep swapping them in and out.
Can't get any momentum.
You can't get any rhythm. You can't get no momentum. I mean, you've got to give them some time, throw a couple of passes, get in rhythm, get going. I mean, when you take somebody out, it's just getting in the rhythm. I mean, that's it's going to throw some timing off. You know what I'm saying? See, now
in at quarterback now, 2 backs in the backfield. 2 receivers set. Wingman is Matthews near side. Low snap, but Fields is able to get it. Far side throw, complete to Carter. Juke move and a shoulder near the 1st down marker.
I think he got it.
And again, I'm not a coach, but you would like to see these types of developed play calls, the rollouts, the boots, the passes a little bit earlier in the game.
Yep, I mean, that would have been nice, too. I mean, what they were doing, they were stacking the box. So why not do the rollouts, earlier in the game? I mean, that gives you a little bit more time to throw the football. It opens it up a little bit. It keeps the defense honest. They need to fix the...
1st and 10 from midfield. They give the 1st down. Fields takes the snap, hands it off. On the orbit play, it's a big stop in the backfield by number 88. That's Keelan Tate, the defensive tackle. There'll be a loss of 4. Second down and 14.
I tell you what, partner, I love playoff football. I love when it gets a little colder, but this weather is kicking my butt. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, this past week has been kind of awful. Like, I have to work outside and this stuff, and oh man, well, I'm ready to get over this. I really am.
Second down and 12 from the 48-yard line. Panthers football. Down 34-0, 3:12 to play in the second quarter. Townsend in the pistol with 2 backs. Fake the handoff to both of them. Roll it out near side hash. Ooh. Complete to Carter. Bounces off a tackle from Ramser. Back to the 50-yard line. Back to the original line of scrimmage. And a gain of a couple more
throw the flag
on second down. Officials don't stop the play on what could have been a standing tackle. There'll be a gain of 5 for the Panthers past midfield. And a timeout for Shelby. With 2:52 to play here in the second quarter. 34-0 lead for the Golden Lions. So a timeout for Coach Wilbanks. I want to remind you several different community events taking place and community support for Trooper Wright. In this game, we do it for Troop. And a lot of things going on at Santana's in Eden on Monday. A great package of food from Santana's for $30. All will go to support Trooper Wright and his family. We got several others pinned in the comments as well for shirt sales and some other great events. A GoFundMe is out there as well. Just search for Trooper Wright on Facebook and you can find that. Third down and 7. Townsend hands it off and around. Terry, far side hash flag. Out of bounds just in front of the first down marker on third down, but a flag in the backfield of Morehead.
I think they're going to get big quad ear with the holding call. Yep.
So after the penalty, back to the 43-yard line on third down and 16. Panthers have moved the offense on this drive, but they face a 3rd and 15. Snap, fake the handoff, quick throw. Far side, back to the original line of scrimmage. Hard running and spinning.
Wow.
Braxton Carter near the first down marker.
Well, he lost the football. Did they give it to him?
Carter is signaling that he got the first down to the 40-yard line. We await the official call.
That's a first down.
It's the first down where they place it. What a run by Carter on the far side, or on the catch.
Oh, no.
They're going to call that back?
Oh, man. That's another holding.
Well, is it that time of the month, David, for quotas? I'm just asking for a friend.
I mean, we've seen it all year long. I mean, it's you know what? I think I'm going to keep my mouth shut for once.
I baited you, but you didn't take it. 3rd down and 20. Townsend airs it out. Time in the pocket.
Ooh.
Up in the air off the fingertips of Matthews. Far side at the 40.
Man.
Incomplete.
That would have
What
been
a throw, though.
catch to come down. Triple coverage and still fit it in there.
Triple coverage. Matthews went up to get it. Townsend put it only where Matthews could have caught it. Great play, but incomplete. 4th down and 20. Score update from Reidsville. Reidsville leads it 52-16. So here comes the punt for the Panthers. Ramser back to return for the Golden Lions at the 30. Dead ball. That was a knuckleball almost to the 30-yard line. Far side. Picked up by the Panthers special teams to stop it at the 31-yard line. That's where the Golden Lions offense will take the field with 2:20 to play here in this first half. They lead it 34-0 in the opening round. Man, that was a beautiful throw by Townsend. He sat in the pocket, waited, great form. I'd like to see him go back to that if they can get the ball back here before the end of the half.
Oh, we got a new quarterback right here for Shelby. That'd be number 14, Kendrick.
Kendrick R. throws it deep far side and incomplete. He's coming up limping after his first throw there. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, so he's a sophomore. He's 5'9", 150 pounds. Plays quarterback and some defensive back.
3 receivers near side, single receiver far side. Takes the snap, hands it off to Tate. Good stop by Matthews and company. It'll be a gain of 3. 3rd down and 7. All right, boys. This defense, get it back for the offense before the end of the half here.
One thing I would like to see, though, I mean, you're looking at this, these 2 outside receivers. They're getting plenty of room. Look at that. I mean, that's more than 10 yards back. I mean, they need to press up a little bit.
3 receivers near side, single receiver far side on 3rd
Here it
down.
goes.
Quick throw. It's high. It's brought in, though, by Thompson. He's got room and a stiff arm to the 50, near sideline 40, 35, and out of bounds in front of the 30.
That's the thing about it. I mean, if you're going to give them that much room, that's an easy screen pass all day long. You've got to press up a little bit more on these receivers and jam them.
So 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line, right to left. 2-back set for the Golden Lions. Rams are at receiver near side. It's a trip receiver set. Looking for blockers. Tate gets the stiff arm on Carter. After 1st down, goes out of bounds near the 20-yard line.
So they got a minute and 19 left. I mean, it's 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard line. They got one-on-one on the outside right here, partner.
Rams are the receiver near side. Hairston the DB. Fake the handoff to Tate.
What?
Out of the tackle is a running back number 21 to the goal line. Just stopped in front of it on the far side. We don't have a number for or a name for number 21. So it goes to the 1-yard line.
So I think a quarterback pulled a Houdini. I mean, I didn't see what happened right there.
I didn't either.
I think he fumbled the football. 21 picks it up, gets out of there, and picks up massive yardage. And he's in for a touchdown.
Off. And a score for the Golden Lions with 1 minute to play here in the first half. 1-yard run for number 21, 40-0. Let's check some scores across the 2A West. We'll see if we can update you on some of those scores as we get close to the half. Reidsville leading RS Central 52-22 in the third quarter. Forest Hills over Lexington. Both teams 7-3, 28-6 in the fourth quarter. East Surrey leading Southwestern Randolph 12-7 in the fourth quarter. Community School of Davidson over Bandy's 28-0.
Shelby just got a 2-point conversion right there.
Makes it 42-0 with 1 minute to play here in the second quarter. Some other scores in the 2A West. Our friends in Walkertown, they lead Surrey Central in the second quarter 15-3. Number 3 seed Monroe over Andrews 69-0 in the fourth quarter. Number 4 seed Randleman 14-7 lead over East Gaston at halftime. Bunker Hill is over Hendersonville 41-20 in the third quarter, and West Stokes, the number 11 seed, leads North Forsyth at the half 14-3. Some other big games in the 2A West. Maiden leads Lincolnton 21-10. North Stanley down to Burns 17-3. Brevard leads Anson 13-6 at the half. Salisbury leads West Davidson 28-15. Mount Pleasant over West Lincoln 22-15. Here in Shelby, it's the Golden Lions 42, the Morehead Panthers nothing. 1 minute to play here in the first half. As Lopez sets to kick from the 40, Hairston back to return. Dominic Hairston will stand at the 5. Gold Lions special teams breaks the huddle as the Panthers await the return from left to right.
Tell you what, they've been giving DeQuay Matthews a chance. They've been kicking him the football past couple of kickoffs. Oh.
Lopez on the ground, bounces it to the 30-yard line, picked up by the Panthers. Octavius Terry just in front of the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of miscommunication. I think several guys thought that the ball bounced off the hands of a Morehead return man, so Terry rushed up to the football while several others waited for the ball to drop and roll so that it wouldn't be something of a turnover. So to the 30-yard line for the Panthers offense. Most likely one last time this half. They are down 42-0. Campbell at receiver near side. Terry at receiver far side. Or Terry's going to head off the field. It's going to be Cochran on the far side at the 30. 2 backs in the backfield. Hand it off. Matthews gets that burst, just a gain of a couple, but that could have been in the backfield. Then secondary burst gets him a couple.
I mean, if I'm Coach Martin right here, why not go hurry up offense? Try to at least get a score before halftime, and we got plenty of time.
With 35 seconds, try and push the field.
Yeah, you got 2 timeouts.
So Townsend back in, single back behind him. 2 receiver set. And around Matthews. He's got a hole just off tackle, 35-yard line. Tackled in front of the 40-yard line. It'll be most likely the final play of this first half. We head to the locker room. Shelby 42, Morehead nothing on the RoCo Radio Game of the Week. First round of the playoffs from Shelby, North Carolina. We'll have more coming up on your halftime show, but we'll take a break for now. We'll be back in just a bit. 42-0 at the half. The silence is broken at the half, a 42-0 lead for Shelby. Here from Golden Lion Country, first round of the playoffs, RoCo Radio. We'll update you with some scores. Some overall thoughts, David, on that first half.
I mean, Morehead started out like he needed to. They went aggressive. Their first, kickoff, they went for the onside kick, trying to get the ball back. Then from there, I mean, it's just been I don't really have any words. It hasn't been pretty. I would come out and play for Pride in the second half. I continue to play for Trooper. Open it up. Throw the football. See what you can get. One play at a time. Try to put some points on the board. One thing I want to do, man, I want to give a shout-out to these seniors who have went through a lot past couple years. Most of these guys I've actually coached. Dominique Harrison, Jack Campbell, Octavius Terry, Braxton Carter, DeQuay Matthews, Tashawn Fields. I didn't get to coach him, but he's senior this year. Quentin McNabb. And Quadir Rogers, and also Colton Bertodi. If I'm missing anybody, I apologize. Please let me know. But those guys, they fought hard. I mean, they for a couple of years that I've watched them, 1 year I've coached, 1 year I've filmed, broadcast. I mean, they've been the foundation of Morehead. I mean, it's good things to come. I mean, I really think so in the future. It's been tough. 2-8 year. I mean, they fought hard all the way through. I mean, one thing I do give Morehead's fan base is that win or lose, they're always there.
Always.
Always there.
I've never been to a game at the Bowl where it's not full.
It's always a great crowd. You can win at Morehead. I've seen it. I can say that I've been there in that. I've been in the trenches. It's good things to come in the future. It really is. So give a shout out to these seniors. Shout out to Trooper Wright. I mean, him especially. Just play for Pride.
The one thing too, not just play with pride. The coaches have to coach with pride too.
Yep.
At the end of this game. You got to allow these players to leave it on the field. Mm-hmm. It's one thing for the players to leave it on the field, but the coaches also have to allow them to with play. And that's not being critical. It's just a fact.
No, I mean at the end of the day, I mean you can't give up on these kids. Coach them hard until the last second is gone on the clock. I mean, keep giving them pointers here and there. Let them enjoy it. For these seniors, this is going to be their last game. Let them enjoy it, man. I mean, just put it all out there and see what happens.
And we mentioned several of these guys, but you remember these players when it hits us that it's their final game. Just the moments that we've been able to capture behind the mic. You think of some of the moments. You think back to when certain players that are in certain roles. Braxton Carter stepped into a game as a freshman against McMichael and played at quarterback and was relentless and gave it his all and has stepped into the role that he's played this year. Guys have moved around and done what they've had to for the betterment of the team. Yep. You look at, we've mentioned them several times, but I'll mention Quadir Rogers and DeQuay Matthews. And despite what the record is, despite what the scoreboard says, they leave it on the field every single time and they play with heart. And you can't teach that, you can't coach that, and that's going to carry with them throughout the rest of their life.
Yes, it will.
It brings me pride to be able to call those numbers, to call number 9, to call number 74, to call several of these guys on this Morehead team, no matter what the scoreboard says, man. And that's what it is about at the end of the day. And I hope the best for these guys. Let them play, though. Just let them play here in the second half.
I mean, the thing about these kids, too, is last year, and especially this year, they could have just quit. But they didn't. They kept fighting. They kept practicing. Day in, day out. The grind. I mean, the grind is just, oh, my Lord. I've been a part of that where I've had to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, be at work 10-hour shifts, get off work, 10 minutes to go home, change into my practice gear, practice from 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon up until 10 o'clock at night when we're washing jerseys. Back at it again the next day. I mean, the grind is just, I give all these players, the coaches in the world, I mean, it's something else. I mean, it's not for everybody.
You hear us talk to Coach Martin, but I think a lot of times we fail to share the value of the assistant coaches in how much they pour in. They're not getting $1 million to show up on the sidelines, are they?
No, I'm gonna tell you what.
They are there day in, day out, night in, night out.
Yep. I coach for free. I was an assistant coach for free. No money, no nothing. Just love the game of football.
For the love of the game.
It's the love of the game. I mean, it's not for everybody.
Teresa in the comments, win or lose, we got Panthers pride. And Mike in the comments, hardest thing any of us who played have ever done is taking those pads off for the last time. It'll hit at some point.
Yes, it
Absolutely.
will.
2:42 remaining here at halftime. A 42-0 lead for Shelby over Morehead. First round of the playoffs. We'll keep you updated on some scores coming up here in just a bit. Want to thank our sponsors, too, who make it possible to bring you postseason football coverage. And we bring you that coverage thanks to Kooler Ice, to Rivers Plaza, as well as Penrose Car Wash for our Reidsville broadcast, and Ancora Compassionate Care and Rockingham Update, our pregame show brought to you by the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Center.
I'll tell you what, not just the.
How about the parents too?
That's what you always take the words right out of my mouth.
Great stream.
I mean, that's what we do. We've been doing that for the past since we've met. I mean, it's like we take the words out of each other's mouth. We know what we're gonna say. It's like we're on the same brainwave. But not just the sponsors, but the fans that listen into us. I mean, week in and week out. I mean, we have so much fun just doing this. I mean, getting to travel. We do it for the love of the game.
Yep.
We do it to see some of the best players in the state. And, I mean, that goes for Morehead as well. DeQuay Matthews, Caleb Townsend. I mean, Dominique Harrison. I mean, he's a shifty, fast receiver. I mean, just a lot of kids, man. I mean, Octavius Terry, Quadir, Braxton Carter. I mean, a lot of these kids, the grind of the game, the love of the game. I mean, you can't take the brotherhood away. You can't take that away. They'll always have that too.
Alexis in the comments, taking the pads off for the last time is so hard for us parents. Amen. I mean, can you imagine the many a times these parents from age, 4 or 5, put those pads on to this final time?
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to the parents that pour into their kids, man. It takes a special type of person to be able to do that. And we don't give credit for that, man.
No, we don't. We don't. I mean,
the drives to practice, the making sure that all the meals are set up, all the logistics that go into it, and it's not easy, but it's for the pride of their kids, man.
I mean, it's not.
Gotta love that.
And it's not just that. I mean, it's got to give props to Coach Blackwell, the athletic director, the medical staff who was there at all times. Dr. Howard was, part of our medical staff at one time. I don't know if he's still doing it or not, but he was there. Dr. Dabbs, he's constantly involved with the Morehead program year in and year out. I mean, I'm telling you, good things to come in the future for Morehead, I promise you. It's going to happen. Just give it time.
At the half, 42-0 lead for Shelby here in round 1 of the postseason. Let's check some of those 2A West playoff scores as we get you updated from across the bracket. Lexington and Forest Hills, a fourth quarter ball game. Forest Hills over Lexington 35-12. Top seed Reidsville in the third quarter lead at 59-22 over RS Central. We've got some finals. East Surrey edges past Southwestern Randolph 19-7. Community School of Davidson over Bandy's 42-21. 15-6 in the second quarter. Last check on Max Preps, Walkertown over Surrey Central, 15-3. Monroe in the fourth over TW Andrews, 69-0. Randleman over East Gaston, 14-7 in the third quarter. It's a 14-3 ball game. The number 11 seed West Stokes Wildcats hosting conference rival North Forsyth. That's in the third quarter, a 14-3 game. East Rutherford over North Surrey, 21-18 in the third quarter. West Lincoln beating Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant, the top seed in that matchup, 29-22 in the third quarter. Salisbury, the number 5 seed in the bracket, over West Davidson, 35-15. Brevard, 20. Anson, 6. That's in the third quarter. Burns over North Stanley, 17-10 in the third quarter. Lincolnton and Maiden. Maiden leads that one, 21-16 in the third. And that's your scoring update on the west side of the 2A bracket. It'll go from a field of 64 to a field of 32 in just a matter of hours. As we check the east side of the top-seeded squad in the east, Northeastern over Hertford County, 43-13. Nass Central and West Craven, a close ball game in the second quarter, 28-21. We checked for some scores of some teams in our area.
Go back down right there. That's my sleeper.
East Duplin was your
right
sleeper,
there.
a 25 seed, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And they're leading St. Paul's 14-7 in that ball game early.
They run that triple option. They take the time that score right there, that's their kind of football. You know, if they run that triple option, they could probably win that game 14-7.
Southeast Alamance leads Hyde Trask 42-14 in the third quarter. Whiteville over leading 34-20 in the fourth. Farmville Central, who matched up with Reidsville in the basketball state championships, leads North Pitt 26-0. James Keenan over Roanoke Rapids 28-13. $42-0 ball game at the half as we get ready for the third quarter here on the RoCo Radio Game of the Week. Both teams now on the field as we get ready for kickoff in the second half. Beautiful facility here in Shelby, North Carolina. Lots of history in the walls of this press box. That old
I tell you
bowl
what, man,
feel.
this press box is awesome. The one thing I would change, we got to open these windows. We got to
Drill a
open
hole,
these.
get a
We
mic
got to
out
open
there.
these windows. I mean,
We miss hearing the feel.
But I mean, it's a triple decker press box. I mean, you walk up the steps and you see nothing but history of Shelby football all over the walls. I mean, it is absolutely great. It's a good facility, man. I really like it. First time ever being here. It's your what, second time?
Yep, second time.
Second time?
Was here back in 2021 when Shelby hosted Reidsville in the 2A semifinals in the West.
Caleb Townsend, how's it going, buddy? It's been a while since I spoke to you.
Back to return is Dominique Hairston at the 5-yard line, far side. As we put 12 minutes on the clock and start the third quarter. Nice end-over-end kick to the far side. Bounces out of bounds at the 20. Peterson lets it go past the boundary for the flag, and that'll move it up to the 40-yard line.
Okay, so if I'm Morehead right here, partner, I treat this game like it's nothing. Second half, go out and improve. Spread the football out. Throw it a little bit. Have some fun. Play for pride. Play for Trooper. Let these seniors get out there one last time and enjoy themselves. Try to put some points on the board.
First and 10 from the 35-yard line. Townsend in the pistol. Handed off to Matthews. Nice juke move past the 35 to the 37. Gain of 2 on first and 10.
Matthews will carry around the right-hand side, gain of 3 on the play. Stop by Bass. Second down.
Second down and 8. Offensive line sets. Campbell at receiver near side. Cochran far side. 2 backs in the backfield. Matthews to the far side of the quarterback Townsend. Fake the handoff. Now on the rollout, it's a QB keeper. Townsend with the juke. 5 yards, 10 yards, first down. Past the 50. Flag in the backfield.
I think it's going to be a holding call, partner. Looks like they're going to get number 77. That's Reed Chrisman. That was a great run right there by Elijah Townsend. I mean, he had to block.
Great sell by Matthews on the fake handoff.
Number
on the
3.
rotation from the far side behind the quarterback.
Like you see Shelby trying some things on defense, man. They're playing a too-high safety look. They still playing the 5-down lineman, which, I mean, you know, they got the linebacker coming down, which we knew we would see the start of the game.
Carter and Matthews will shield Townsend. Hand it off. Matthews, he's got some room. Near side, off tackle, 30-yard line. Hesitation, stutter step to the 40-yard line. Out of bounds. It'll be enough to make it a third down and manageable. Third down and about 4. Ball at the 41. After the big holding call, that's a great run by Matthews. It will make it third down and 5. Townsend gets the play call now into the huddle with his teammates. 42-0 lead for Shelby. 8:50 to play in the third quarter. Offensive line walks up to the line of scrimmage. Cochran to the far side, just off the hash at receiver. Matthews is in at the wing. 2 backs in the backfield. Make that Campbell.
Whoa.
It's a reverse.
Here we go.
Carter looks to throw. Deep, far side.
Go back. That's pass
Cochran
interference.
is held. It's a pass interference at the 30. Let them play.
Let them play. There we go. Open it up a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. Hunter Cochran did what he was supposed to do. The ball was underthrown. He came back to it, and that's what caused the pass interference right there. Let them play.
Reverse into a throw from Carter. Forces the pass interference call. Move the ball past midfield to the 45-yard line as the Panthers move left to right. Near side is Campbell. Cochran far side. Big up front with 2 wingmen for the Panthers. Single back in the backfield. Townsend takes the football. Reverses. Hands it off to Matthews. Lowers the shoulder. Gain of 4 or 5 on first down.
This drive right here, partners, looking pretty good. Getting some solid running yards. I mean, they're running a counter. And they're letting, you know, Big Quadir lead the way. I mean, this is what we should have been doing the first quarter.
Second down and 5. Matthews is a split end off the offensive line near side. 2 backs in the backfield. 2 fake handoffs. Now rolling on to the 50. Airing it is Townsend out of the tackle. It's incomplete to the far side. Was looking for Cochran. Was looking to just make a play with the pressure in the backfield. Third down and 5. From the Shelby 40. Left to right here in the third quarter. 6:35 on the clock. A 42-0 lead for the Golden Lions. Panthers offense sets. Same two receivers we've seen, near side Campbell, far side Cochran. Two fake handoffs. Now a lot of room for Townsend. After a juke move, first down, lowers the shoulder for a couple more. It's going to be a gain of about 7.
Yep, he's
Past the 35.
Yard well ahead of the first down marker, so that will be a first down for Morehead.
That was a broken play that Townsend turned into a first down.
Yep, he did. So now they keep going. This is a positive drive right here.
Offense huddles up for the Panthers. First and 10 from the 34 of Shelby. Two receivers set. The wingman Matthews on the left side, and another wingman here near side. Single back behind the quarterback Townsend. Give it to Carter. Looks for the edge. Far side, sideline. Gain of 7 before being pushed out of bounds. There's that momentum. You see the same formations. You're seeing the same players out there.
Bunch of these guys right now that's out on the field are seniors.
Campbell breaks the huddle to the near side hash at receiver. He'll line up just in front of the 30-yard line. Two receivers set. Two backs behind the quarterback Townsend. This time it's Matthews. Delays, waits for the block from Rogers. Bursts through, first down near the near side hash. What a play by Matthews. Waited for his big man Quadier to set the block to get the first down.
I was going to say, not only that, for Quadier for setting the block, as you said, that's just being patient, man. That's just, vision downfield. You're waiting for the holes to open up.
First and 10 from the 24. Townsend waits for his offense to set. Single back behind him is Carter. Two wing backs. This time it's a read option, a hold long time for Townsend, but gives it. That's going to be a decent gain of 5. On the carry by Carter.
That's just Braxton Carter just being tough, man. For the past couple of years.
We've seen it all season.
I've seen it all year. I've seen it when he came in and I was coaching him at quarterback. I mean, he's not going to come down on the first hit. I mean, he's going to keep driving his feet, doing what he's supposed to do as a running back. And from there, he took should have been a -1 into a +5.
He darn near carried Townsend with him and the football on that carry.
And there was a flag, and we didn't see it.
Oh, my. I guess they're just starting to blend in with the dead grass, David.
You started it.
Second down. Be second down and 21. Rogers will set on the offensive line, far side. Two wing backs. Fake the handoff, throw for Townsend. Wide open receiver, but he overruns the route. It's intercepted by Shelby. Far side, past the 40 to the 45 in front of midfield after the turnover.
That's a tough situation right there. They were driving. I mean, it was positive yards. Just a tough pass.
So first and 10 from the 43 for Shelby. Kendrick Raper in at quarterback for Shelby. Jalen Tate in the backfield. Fake the handoff to him. He'll tuck it and run to the 50-yard line. Big hit by Carter. Takes down the quarterback just in front of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8. Second down and 2. Three receivers far side, single receiver near side. Low snap. Tate takes. Middle of the field, first down to the 40.
So it looks like all Shelby's going to do right here, they're just going to run the clock down, stick with the run game, let the clock keep ticking. And they're going to run this minute and 13 left in the third all the way down. And we'll be starting the fourth quarter.
Tate in the backfield alongside the right side of the quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 42. Tate gets the football from the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of a couple near side. Number 21, Jalen Tate with the carry.
Yep. Looks like we got 40 seconds left until the fourth quarter starts. So did you have the updated score for North Surrey and East Rutherford? Looks like we're going to be doing the Reidsville and the winner of that game.
Last check, third quarter, 21-18 lead for East Rutherford. Guadier Rogers grabs the quarterback at the line of scrimmage, and it's a stop by number 74. Guess who's with him? Number 9, DeQuay Matthews. 3rd down and long.
And there it is.
As the horn sounds at the end of the third, we head to the fourth, a 42-0 lead for Shelby on the RoCo Radio Game of the Week. Brought to you by Kooler Ice. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that's ready when you are? Kooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan at 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart. Or visit our local Kooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home in Reidsville at 1635 Freeway Drive. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Penrose Car Wash in Reidsville at 1509 South Scales or 2 Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Kooler Ice. Great tasting fresh ice. Available 24/7 at all 4 locations, 16 pounds or 32 pounds, plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons. Kooler Ice, fresh and ready when you are. Tonight's game also brought to you by 2 Rivers Plaza, Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses. Is 2 Rivers Plaza at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today. 2 Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. David's to the phone. I bet she's going to check that Mount Airy score.
Well, I'm trying to see who was kind of running the ball for Reidsville tonight. Trying to keep up with that as well.
Quick screen throw from Shelby. As we flip the field left to right.
A fumble.
And a fumble out of bounds.
No.
Did it go out of bounds?
No,
That's
no.
the signal from the officials.
Oh, my goodness.
Good tackle by Braxton Carter. Ripped the ball out near the sidelines. DeQuay Matthews asking, where did it go? It was inbounds. So it's a first down for the Golden Lions. So Mountain Heritage over North Stokes 57-7 in the 1A bracket. Trying to find that Mount Airy score. You want to guess?
Oh, it's probably 70-0.
Very close. Over Thomas
68.
Jefferson Academy from this
Wow.
area. A 68-0 lead over Mount Airy.
All right, partner. So I got a little bit of information right here.
Okay.
Deontay Neal. You know how we talk about him all the time. Deontay Neal doing Deontay Neal things all day long. So he's got 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing, and 1 kickoff return.
Cordell Stewart, get in there and punt.
I still don't know who the starting running back was. We'll have to get it from our partners that's calling the game tonight. And like I said, we'll be in Reidsville next week. Either the matchup against North Surrey and East Rutherford. We're close ball game right there.
In the gun is the Shelby offense. First and goal from the 10. Low snap.
That's
down
ball.
on it. Here's the Panthers.
What?
Oh, there's a false start call on the play.
What in the world?
ball was recovered by Jordan Johnson.
Looks like they
The
called
junior.
it before the play got started.
Melita says Deontay definitely doing his part. I can't remember a game where he didn't do his part. Can you?
It's been every game that we broadcast.
Every game
he's
varsity
broadcast, he's
career.
been doing his part. I mean, it's been football. It's been basketball. I mean,
Another false start it looks like we're going to have on the offensive line of the Golden Lions. 9:23 to play. 42-0 lead for Shelby.
so Shelby right now, they've got their backups in. One thing they need to work on, and it's playoff football time, man. They've had at least, what has it been like? At least over 10 false start
Probably.
penalties. And that's been their starting and their backups.
Fake the handoff to Tate. Throw it far side.
That's a holding.
And another flag in the backfield. On the screen play.
Yep. So that
Man, what a hit by Brock Blitzer.
so that one should come back.
That hit could have started an avalanche. See what I did there?
Oh, I see what you did there.
Brock Blizzard, man.
Started with a blizzard, went to the avalanche. I see that. Okay.
You like that?
I like that.
I mean, if you're going to make hits like that, I've got to have some type of.
He just
Play
looks
on
like an
words.
old school linebacker, man. He's got that
He looks
neck-
like that hits you in the mouth, and it's
Yeah.
going to hurt.
Yeah.
It is an automatic first down, first and goal for the 2.
Don, last check, West Stokes was leading. We'll get those scores to you here in just a second after this play. Hand it off to Tate. Back there is Braxton Carter, pulls back the running back to the 5-yard line. Brock Blizzard on the play as well.
And I'm going to tell you, man, you have got to say a lot about these kids. They're playing absolutely hard, like it's a nothing ball game. I mean, don't give up. I mean, keep playing to the last whistle. This can build your foundation right here for the future. Just, watching these young guys get to watch these seniors. I mean, they're still playing hard even though it's 42-0.
Second and goal from the 3-yard line. 42-0 lead for Shelby with the football. 7:22 to play. Some score updates. We'll start with those mid-state 2A games. Walkertown over Surrey Central in the second quarter, 15-3. West Stokes over conference foe North Forsyth, 21-10 in the fourth quarter. Here comes the pressure in the backfield. We're going to have a flag as Blizzard chased down the quarterback.
Oh.
Throw is complete to the far side
in.
for a touchdown. But we'll have a hold
It's got to be a holding, yeah.
on Shelby. Negates the touchdown. Andrews drops their ball game to Monroe, 69-0, at least according to Max Preps. Randleman leads East Gaston, one of the top seeds in the 2A West, 27-7. Randleman defeating West Stokes early in the year in game number 2 in a very close ball game. And West Lincoln looking for the upset over Mount Pleasant. They lead at 35-28 in the fourth quarter. Number 5 seed Salisbury over West Davidson in the fourth, 35-15. Here's a throw. Good coverage, Hairston. There's going to be a flag. They're going to call pass interference on that play in the end zone.
And they called a touchdown.
He made the catch?
Yeah, it looks. Well, it didn't look like it, but I guess always a little home cooking.
48-0 with 5 minutes and 35 seconds to play.
So I guess he must have called it. That was great coverage by Dominic Harrison.
Yeah, great coverage.
He went for the football. He's looking for the football the whole time.
The touchdown complete by Raper to number 20, Roseboro, who had the onside kick return for a touchdown in the first play of this game. Extra point unit is out for Shelby with 4 minutes and 55 seconds to play. Collins with the hold. High snap, brings it in. High end over end. Rainbow kick is through. 49-0. Melita says that Reidsville has had 11 ball carriers
11. Wow.
tonight. David, do you got any eligibility for next week?
I mean, we can make it 12. I mean, I'll try. I'm not saying the shoulder's going to hold up, but we'll see what we can do.
Just lower it. Just
Yeah,
lower it.
yeah.
Give it some therapy.
Yep.
See if your upset is holding up in the east side of the 2A bracket. East Duplin over St. Paul's 14-7 last check. Some final scores on the east side. Whiteville with a win 34-20 in the first round. Martin County over North Johnston 47-6. Wallace Rose Hill over Washington 27-13. Princeton advances with a 55-18 win. The top seed Northeastern leading 57-13 in the fourth. And closest to us in that bracket is Southeast Alamance with a 55-21 lead over Hyde Trask. Reidsville leading RS Central last check 59-22 in the fourth. So with a 49-0 lead, Shelby set to kick with 3 minutes remaining in this one. And we'll have a pause before the kick. Is Coach Martin talking with the official on the far side?
I don't know what he's discussing.
I don't know. The ball's teed up.
I mean, it's ready to go. You might as well let it go, Coach, and let's get this game going. Well, I mean, I give it to him. Coach until the last second.
High end over end, far side. It's returned by Matthews at the 10-yard line. Cuts to the near side. Hash to the far side. Just a tough run again to the 25 on the return. Had no business getting to the 25 there.
No, and that's just what they do. I mean, that's what him and Braxton Carter have done. They're thundering and lightning right there. I mean, you can't bring them down on the first tackle. It's going to take 3 or 4.
So place the ball at the 25-yard line, far side hash. Players embrace inside the huddle. Fields will head into that huddle at quarterback. We'll see Terry in the backfield. Carter back there as well. Carter blocks the throw to the far side on the screen. It'll be a gain of 5. Looks like we'll have all the seniors out there. Second down and 5 with 1 minute and 20 seconds left.
Man, I sure would like to see – I'd love to see a touchdown.
Me too.
End the season off right. At least just get a touchdown. That's what I'd love to see, some kind of points on the board.
Carter behind Fields, the tailback alongside him as well. A wingman to the far side. 2 receivers set for the Panthers. Second down and 6. Low snap taken by Fields. He'll be ripped down in the backfield to the 20-yard line. Back past the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of about 9. So less than a minute left, inside 30 seconds now.
So, Don, you have West Oaks is up. Walkertown is up, right? Mm-hmm. Is that right? So, Andrews, whoa, it was about 70-0 they lost tonight.
Handed off, McNabb gets the football, stiff arm.
Oh, keep going.
And he keeps running past the first down marker
go.
to the far side as the clock expires. 49-0 final. here in Shelby. The Golden Lions will advance to face the winner of 6-4 Lincolnton and 7-3 Maiden. Reidsville game is final as well as they defeat RS Central 59-22. I want to thank you all for listening. Alexis, thank you for listening in. We appreciate all of our listeners. We'll be doing some Morehead basketball games this season, so make sure you tune in for those as well. We'll bring you the coverage from the court and the hardwood throughout the season for all of our local teams. We'll continue our postseason coverage, and we'll follow the Reidsville Rams as they continue their playoff run with a win over RS Central. They'll take on the winner of North Surrey and East Rutherford. Last check, East Rutherford leading this game. So Shelby will take on the winner of Lincolnton and Maiden. Maiden leading that one 28-23 in the fourth quarter as we go to the handshake line for both teams. A hat tip to these seniors.
Absolutely. So one more time, we'll call them out one last time. Dominique Harris, Hunter Cochran, Jack Campbell, Octavius Terrier, Braxton Carter, DeQuay Matthews, Tashawn Fields, Quint McNabb, and we're looking at Colton Bertodi and Quadir Rogers. Fellas, it's been a pleasure. It's been awesome to watch you guys grow as the years went on. I mean, I've enjoyed it. Sometimes it ain't what we'd like to see, but
Nope.
They played hard. I mean, all 4 years, they stuck through the tough times.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they had to go through 3 different coaching changes as a senior class.
Yep.
3 different coaches, 3 different directions,
Yep.
and they stuck with it.
They stuck with it.
That says a lot about the character of a young man.
It does. It really does. And it's going to go far in life. Even after they graduate, it's going to really show a lot for these kids. I mean, they're going to be successful kids, each and every one of them. I hope they go on to do big things. And it's been a privilege. It's been an honor. It really has.
So next week you'll see us in Reidsville. Let's check that score if we can see if we got a final score in that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so we'll be at Reidsville. It's either going to be the winner of North Surrey and East Rutherford. Right now it's East Rutherford up, 10?
10 in the fourth.
In the fourth.
We talked to the folks here with Shelby.
Oh, yeah.
And they said East Rutherford's a pretty good team,
Yeah.
a turnaround team. They haven't had success most recently, but this year turning things around. So we'll see how that turns out if they end up winning that ball game. Another final in the 2A West. Bunker Hill defeats Hendersonville 55-26. So you see most of the top seeds continue to advance. A score update: Surrey Central and Walkertown 15-3 lead for Walkertown over Surrey Central. A final here, 49-0 Shelby over Morehead. Salisbury a 35-15 lead in the fourth over West Davidson. Mount Pleasant has taken the lead back in the fourth quarter over West Lincoln, 36-35. And that Maiden Lincolnton game, 28-23. That's the Shelby will take on the winner of that one in the fourth quarter. It's a 35-18 ball game now. East Rutherford over North Surrey in the fourth quarter. So most likely it'll be East Rutherford. You'll get at least 3 of us next week. Jonathan Hatley will join us as the 3-man team in the booth alongside yours truly and D Woods. So we'll bring you that coverage.
So I get the crowd mic next week, right?
If you want I got 4 headsets, but if you want to carry a crowd mic.
Now, that last time we had the 3-man crew, I mean, here I am. I'm the DJ. I mean, every time that Reidsville band got started, I mean, we started rocking and rolling. I mean,
DJ D Woods in his house at Community Stadium on Friday night under the lights. Does it get any better than that?
No, it does not. Come on now.
We'll have your coverage starting either at 7 or 7:30, depending on the start of the game, with your pregame show brought to you by the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Center. Final score here is Shelby 49, Morehead nothing. Thanks for listening, everybody. Take care. Be safe out there. Enjoy the fall weather. Enjoy football, family, and faith. And our thoughts for Trooper, right? 4-4. Let's keep moving forward with the attitude that young man has and the courage that he continues to push forward through. I encourage you to do that this weekend.
And do like he does.
Final.
Put God first.
That's right.
Always.
Final score, 49-0. We'll be back on the airwaves next Friday night on the RoCo Radio Game of the Week. Take care, everybody.
Thanks for listening to our Round 1 coverage of playoff football on RoCo Radio. To find out where we'll be next Friday, make sure you head on over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. And to hear all the hits 24/7, tune in at RoCoRadio.com. Tonight's coverage of the RoCo Radio Game of the Week in the first round of the playoffs is brought to you by Two Rivers Plaza. Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today at Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. Tonight's game is brought to you by Kooler Ice. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that's ready when you are? Kooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan at 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart, or visit our local Kooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reidsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Penrose Car Wash in Reidsville at 1509 South Scale Street, or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Kooler Ice, great tasting, fresh ice, available 24/7 at all 4 locations. 16 pounds or 32 pounds, plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons at Kooler Ice. Fresh and ready when you are. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by Ancora Compassionate Care, formerly known as Hospice of Rockingham County. Their name changed last November, but they're the same community-based, mission-focused hospice and palliative care provider the community has known since 1987, providing specialized care for those coping with serious illness. Ancora's mission is to be a supportive presence for life's journey. When greater comfort and rapid response matter most, make sure it's Ancora Compassionate Care. They'll always be there because they've always been here. To learn more about how Ancora can support you, visit AncoraCC.org. Just as they are a supportive presence for life's journey, Ancora Compassionate Care is proud to support our local football teams in their playoff journeys. Tonight's game is brought to you by Rockingham Update, the community source for local programming, government meeting coverage, community events, promotion and broadcast, sports and local nonprofit news, and so much more. Providing digital community news on all platforms since 2007, RockinghamUpdate.com aims to serve Rockingham County with the dependable information and coverage it deserves. For local programming, visit RockinghamUpdate.tv, your #1 IPTV station in Rockingham County. For a full list of programming and to watch live, visit RockinghamUpdate.tv. Thanks for listening in to RoCo Radio and our playoff football coverage. Stay tuned next week. We'll have Friday football for you and basketball right around the corner. I'm Joe Dexter. Have a great weekend.